Time, space, and place. When I say those three words, what do you think of? A clock for time, planets for space, or room for your place? Wait. Well, what if I said those three words are great representations for today's communication technology? How are time, space, and place in relation to communication technology today, specifically video chatting? All those questions right and still no answers? Well, lucky for you, you'll have those answers if you keep on watching. I guess the proper way to start off this video is by giving you an introduction to these three concepts of time, space, and place from the source. Let's start off with time and how it interprets itself towards communication media. In Terry Rantanin's essay, she takes her readers back to the time of the telegraph and how its existence enabled its users to connect with other people beyond their time zones, enabling long-distance communication. Imagine having your soulmate in Germany and not being able to talk to each other at all. Well, there goes that relationship. A tragic heartbreak. But worry no more. The telegraph was there to save the day. So what does the telegraph and the following communication technologies have to do with this thing called time? Simple. Because of these highly functioning technologies and mediums, we are able to break this predetermined notion of what time is, that is limited. In Rantanin's essay, she quotes that time is seemingly tamed if we treat it spatially on a calendar or the face of a clock. Real time has no divisions at all but is uninterruptedly continuous. Technology is a valid proof of real time, making time invisible when you are within the boundaries of a communication medium such as video chatting. But before I explain its relation to this medium of video chatting, let's discuss the other aspects the author Rantanin focuses on. Next stop, the concept of place. Place was another concept written by Rantanin that has had an effect due to the existence of technology and mediums. Oftentimes, the concepts of place and space gets confusing because they appear to be very similar, but in reality, they're actually quite different. Place is more of a physical, concrete idea, while space is more abstract. With place, there tends to be something visible, while space tends to be bigger and sometimes can embody emptiness. Place and its role in media is challenged especially due to this notion of face-to-face interpersonal communication. With the use of specific forms of mediums, this belief of being in the same place in order to see someone is broken. Video chatting again being an example of this concept of place. Author Rantanin quotes an idea written in the book No Sense of Place by Meyerowitz, saying that electronic media affect us not primarily through their content, but by changing the situational geography of social life. In other words, no matter where you are in the world, you are still able to be socially connected with other people throughout the rest of the world. As I said before, space is more abstract than place. One quote that I found to be important that was said by author Rantanin was that place and space are not contradictory, but transitory and as a result often overlapping. As we continue to move further into the future, progression of the different forms of mediums have intensely emerged, hence creating space as a product of place. Space exists as almost an alternative to place, making it a placeless environment where you are still able to connect and form social relationships. Space is almost like an imagined, invisible place where you are able to bend the limitations of time. So I guess it's like time and place got married and boom, had space, baby. So now let's talk about video chatting and how all these three concepts discussed by Terry Rantanin are visible within this contemporary form of medium. With the use of this medium, time and place are both compressed, hence creating a new form of space. In time, it was discussed how no matter the time zone you are in, you are still able to contact people across national borders. With place, it was discussed how no matter the distance, you are able to connect through interpersonal communication, hence leading up to the concept of space. Therefore, video chatting is a product of these three concepts embodying their aspects. Face-to-face is no longer a physical act, being in the same place. With video chat, you are able to hold a conversation with another person even though they might be thousands of miles away from you. This space that video chat creates both an escape and an entrance to its users, escaping the reality of the other person not being there, but entering this virtual space where time and space does not exist. Time, place, and space and their concepts would not be relevant if it weren't for the mediums such as video chatting. I guess Marshall McLuhan was right when he said his ever so infamous statement of the medium is the message. The medium in this case is truly the object that is molding a message due to its effect on time, place, and space.